Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Safiran Khadija. I'm from KKN MIT 14, UIN Wali Songo, Semarang. I'm a group 18 from Sodong, Mijen, Purwosari, Semarang City, Central Java. I want to present about lumping horse art in Islamic view. Art study of Sodong Village, Purwosari Village, Mijen District, Semarang City, Central Java. Next, Mbak. Next. Introduction. Indonesia is a country that has many and different people, ranging up from tribes, races, and religions, so that there are many cultures that develop throughout this country. This cultural difference causes the richness of art in Indonesia, especially in Javanese culture. The name Java itself is the name of one of the tribes in Indonesia who inhabit the island of Java. There is an opinion that say that the Javanese people are residents who inhabit the central and eastern parts of the island of Java. In Sodong Village, Purwosari Village, Mijen District, Semarang City, Central Java. There is a tradition of developing art and culture which is commonly referred to by residents around Jaran Ebon. This art is carried out at certain major events such as the arrival of the mayor, the disbandment of Kokan Stadium. This art is ingrained and the local community. In a narrow sense, this art is a collection of material objects and ideas that are given special meaning from the past. This art was born at a certain time when people define certain fragments of the legacy of the past as a tradition. Tradition changes when people pay special attention to certain fragments of tradition and ignore of other fragments. Tradition persists for a period of time and may disappear when material objects are discarded and ideas are rejected or forgotten. Tradition can become polluted if it gets out of the rules in Islam, so that art must be able to make a form of getting closer to God Almighty, not making it a sin to carry out the tradition. Therefore, in the study of this article, we will explore Islamic law. There are methods and arts, whether the practice of lumping horse players in Sodom Village, Purwosari Sub-District, Mijen District, Semarang City can be in line with Islamic law. This is interesting to study as well as the author received the title The Art of Lumping Horse in the Field of Islamic Law. Art Study of Sodom Village, Purwosari Village, Mijen District, Semarang City, Central Java. Next. Next. Uh, Research method. This research method is a qualitative descriptive research. This approach is directed at the background and individuals or organizations into variables or hypotheses, but it is necessary to view it as part of a whole. The location of this research is Sodom Village, Purwosari Village, Mijen District, Semarang City. The research time was carried out for 45 days, from June to July. Primary data sources were obtained from interviews with informants, while secondary data sources were obtained through documentation. Research research data obtained from observation and interviews. Data collection techniques used in the study include interview techniques, observation techniques, and documentation techniques. The main research instrument in this research is the researcher himself, while the other supporting instruments are stationary camera and recording device. Data validity techniques in this study include triangulation of data source. Data analysis techniques include recording the results of interviews. Then proceed with data collection after the data is collected and then processed so that it has meaning. The technique of presenting the result of data analysis in this study use the method of presenting data informally. Next, research result. One form of presentation in the Kuda Lumping art is the Jaranan dance. Jaranan dance is an opening dance performed by nine male dancers Kuda Lumping. The various dance performed are simple and can to be repeated variety of motion in the Jaranan dance presentation. Then there is the name Dedi or trance. The hallmark of the Kuda Lumping art is the orange of trance or Dadi. On the Kuda Lumping dancer, Dadi or trance is a condition where the Kuda Lumping dancer consents a danyang. Then the Kuda Lumping dancer who considers a danyang is unconscious. It experiences a state outside of human consciousness that does not remember anything and performs movement outside of its consciousness because the dancer is controlled by Daniel, who enters the dancer body. This art is still a show that is enough to make the heart of the audience captivate. This is because the Kuda Lumping song contains elements of magic so that it can make the players turn and perform unexpected attractions such as eating flowers, breathing smoke, and others. Even from the behavior of the player that this lumping hearts contains mystical element or bring subtle spirits that makes players unconscious are like people who have lost their minds. Next, research result. If we notice that the art of the Lumping Hearts dance contains element of spirit, because he called for the help of spirit so that the players were unconscious. Human and jinn were created only to worship Allah. Human and jinn are both ignorant of the unseen and asking for help or depending on the jinn is the same asking for help or depending on humans. The fact is that both humans and jinn are both creatures created by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. As the word of God in Quran Surah Al-An'am ayat 100. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءَ الْجِنَّ وَخَلَقُهُمْ وَخَرَقُوا لَهُ بَنِينَ وَبَنَاتٍ بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ subhanahu wa ta'ala amma yasifun. The meaning is, and they are the polytheists make the jinn partners of Allah. Even though He created them, the jinn, and they lie by saying, Allah has sons and daughters, without any basis of knowledge. Glory be to Allah and exalted above the attributes they describe. Next. Conclusion. This act is called an act that exists in the limit in which there is an element of hurting and being hurt. And Islam, it is not allowed to do things like this. This is broken by when the spirits enter his loving hearts are layered. They do a lot of things that can harm themselves. We can choose object and ways of presenting art. We can describe the reality that lives in the society in which we live, and we can also imagine because the file of Islamic art is of forms. However, a little note is that the art that displayed does not conflict with the nature or Islamic view of the form itself. If this note is hidden, then at the time art has taken steps to function as a means of Islamic dakwah. Next. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.